All right, back with another day of $10 Wars. AG Odds, Great World War One game that is about as unstable as it gets. So, taking a look at things, I don't think. There we go. Oh shoot! Trying to move these guys just units cards just over, so where I don't combine them, but I can actually see what the heck's in here. Okay, there's like nothing left. There's a Power 8 Hungarian infantry brigade. That's it. All right, so we're storming to finish it off. That's easy. Hold on, somebody didn't go back. Is there a synchronization issue going on here? We'll see. Okay, so Denkin goes back, or the Cossacks go back. I'll send Denkin back. So the aviation unit 2. So Peck should be taken. Here, there's a considerable amount of units stacked up there we'll need to deal with. He's actually run out of supply. That's why he's so weak. You have supply, though. I'm not sure I want you to come across. So yeah, one of the screwier things I noticed is guards don't actually upgrade. It's kind of disappointing, because you would figure, hey, elite units would definitely be upgraded. In fact, they'd probably be the first to upgrade. But no, that is not the case. Taking a look, you kind of got your butt kicked. You're going to be here defending. Rad. Nikolai Nikolaevich, you need to run for it. Although I actually kind of wonder what happens if he does get captured. Do I just then get to promote Brusilov and everything's okay? Or... So this is a decent sized army I need to deal with. We've also lost the coal mines there. So get to Dobrazin. And then... Where's Reinenkopf? Is he still over here? He is. Okay, Reinenkopf, you need these. We're sending you to Dobrazin to help out that defense. Brusilov can handle this. Probably. Okay, you're fine. So you can go on the defensive for now. Along with your compatriots there. Okay, so Brusilov can be on the defensive. That corps hanging on, that corps hanging on. Let's take a quick look at the overall strategic situation. Nope. Okay. Looking at the strategic situation, Central Powers down to 24 Central national morale. That, of course, is the big story here. They're at 8.1 million casualties. I'm at 2.6. Western Entente 4. Thus, Entente together is 6.6. So Central Power still getting way more casualties than us, which is fantastic, of course. Okay, take a look at the Serbian theater. You can mess around here. I don't really care too much. Sure, the war production's good. Okay. I mean, you can wait a little bit. You're here defending. Got 2 Army Corps there. In fact, I don't know how it works with units of different nationalities. But I'm assuming having a general's better than no general no matter what. So, some Russians. That's weird. We've got this here. We don't know what you've got there. Okay. Okay, just thinking here. I think these guys just need to sit here for now. We could try to force the crossing, but it's a bit dangerous. Actually, let's see how dangerous is it. 6 days. 6 days. 6 days. You know what? 5 days. Turn you off synchronized movement. We'll keep you back, Ratnik. So I got Stefanovic in there. In fact, you're a 3-4-1 leader. So you know what? We will go for it. Let's see if we can take that. You're covered here. So do I reroute you here to stop you from seizing a bunch of little towns? I think. Or do I just bring you over here to follow up the push? I think I bring you over here to follow up the push. Okay. Neither of you guys are activated, of course. Let's rally you there to stop any incursion. Just coming down there. More tank brigades. Although that reminds me, do I have more tanks? Could I Kursk or Kharkov? No. I think those are already the ones getting shipped in. Okay, that's good. I need to send somebody there to deal with that. I'll rally you in there. Make a defensive stand here. Okay. It's kind of big and scary, but I'm hoping they're on their last legs. Samsonov not active, of course. Too bad. That would have been a good attack. Close. Keep advancing. Gotta at least get to that town. Okay. Hopefully those guys will activate. We should be able to seize those 2 towns. Because here's the situation over here. Schassenberg, still not taken. Everything else is taken on the front line. I can't quite tell if you're taken. I don't think so. You're working on that. So, I mean, things overall going really well for us. No offense or buts. We're kind of in the final rundown stage where hopefully, if we, a few good fights and this will be over before Christmas. But rule 1 of history is don't ever say war is going to be over before Christmas. That is a good way to guarantee it won't be. You a depot? No, you are a depot, though. attack real quick here. Oh, you have a... You know what? I'm just going to keep you there. Let them keep starving out of supply, then we'll give them an attack probably next turn. You're there. Hang on. That's a real army coming in we're going to have to deal with. So... Okay, there's the save. And we're going to run the turn, and I just broke my own rule of needing to hit the save, waiting a bit, and then run the turn, because I think that makes a small difference. So hopefully this turn ends up going okay. If not, I didn't have to make all that many moves. I mean, it's basically Assault Novi Sad, Assault Pex. Those are the two biggest concerns. Because if you can get a little extra cohesion back, he'll take a little more attrition. We're just going to start the attack right there, and his attack may come through also. And I didn't check the Caucasus. Crud. Well, hopefully everything's okay over there. Well, we'll see in a bit. Central Power's clearly on the back foot, clearly dropped in 24 national morale, which is the lowest we've ever seen. There seemed to be some huge fight between, or some huge surrender, basically between the Western Entente and Central Powers that was worth basically like almost 10 points somewhere, or, you know, maybe two fights, probably be more realistic. And the Western Entente has been making progress into kind of the Rhineland of Germany, so, you know, things are coming together. Things seem to be wrapping up. We need to just, you know, go through the motions, make it happen, and make sure we don't collapse here before then. Yeah. So I think the biggest issue with Russia is that so much of your ammunition is produced so far away from your front lines just because of the much bigger spaces. Because we're up to nearly 6,000 ammunition, but we're still always low at the front lines, just because I think it's a transport issue more than anything. Now, maybe Germany would have that same issue once it starts invading Imperial Russia and it starts getting deeper in, like going towards Riga and places like that. But as the Central Powers, when I played the first time, I just focused on knocking France out of the war, and I actually ended up managing to do that. So ammunition was never much of an issue. One, the war was very fast. Two, the distances involved from Germany through Belgium into France is just not that far at all. Nothing like what we're doing here. Because the other thing too is you think, well, oh, well, the Russian territory comes right up to Austria-Hungary, so it's not that bad. Now the reality is, you know, when you start the game, all your ammunition production seems to be way back in St. Petersburg and Moscow, which are nowhere near the front. But you know, even then, probably the best thing I did was building those ammunition factories close to the front. Of course, that was a risk because if I managed to get turned around by the Austrians or the Germans started wrecking me in Poland and then moving in out of into other places, that would not have been a good plan. But everything seems to have worked out on that front so far. You know, we have had some minor setbacks. We've got Oscar von Hootie here trying to sever the line. We pushed out of Temsvar here. Our attacks are still going, but we've definitely been. Oh, and then we got Leopold's army coming in there, so we've been stymied in some places. No fans or buts, but most things seem to be going okay. We still have this kind of pocket here. Granted, with all the harbors and depots, they're still probably producing enough supply to live off of. But long term, you know, we're in kind of the rundown phase, and hopefully we can just corner these units and mop them up. And I'm hoping they're actually running negative on supply in this pocket. large pocket here, but I of course do not know if they are or are not at this stage. I'm just glad that the Western Entente has breached the Austrian Alps, because now, I mean, they can start going up through Innsbruck and kind of Austria proper, straight up into Bavaria, which is the south of Germany. So, and start taking stuff there. So basically, it'll open a new front for them if the Western Front gets too stalled. Because when it comes to the Western Front in the Entente, Western Entente invading Germany, there's just a lot of fort fights going on. Because every time I look over there, you can see the siege markers and can, yes, there's a breach. No, there's no breach this month. Things like that. But as those big towns keep falling, one, Germany's course is losing resources to wage the war and places to build units, and two, those should be pretty good amounts of VPs taken. Okay, supply phase. We'll see when we take those two towns. I mean, that should hopefully be a shift of two national morale away from the Western Entente. Although what just worried me is maybe it's not actually how it works. Maybe those are just worth victory points. Because I think victory points only matter if you don't reach the sudden death conditions. Which, of course, we plan on reaching sudden death, so that should not be an issue. But maybe that's how it works. Oh, yeah, it's the relentless bombarding of Gallipoli. I don't even know if they have any troops staged there. That's a lot of ships. Oh, lost a division. That's not good. Took some damage on some tanks too, but Russian victory. They've held for now, but it cost me about 20,000. Cost them, holy moly, 71,000. And managed to breach the walls. Okay, that's good. See if the tanks get anything special. Tanks are showing cowardice and signs of close fighting. Okay, that's awkward. Hospital down, supply tray down. See what they have left. Third corps with a bunch of Hungarians. And then is this what, a German corps? Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Come on, just give me another run at Warsaw. Uh-oh. Here's the problem, though. That battle at Dobrzyń, that might cut almost all my supply routes. And I was sending Renkampf over to deal with that, but they got to Dobrzyń a lot faster than I thought. They'll tell me it's going to turn into some kind of epic encirclement here. That'd be, that would be bad. Okay, we did break the line at Sofia. Looking for another fight at Ivanograd? I guess the fight at Novi Sad didn't go off. Some orders maybe got countermanded? We'll see. Big stack up around there. Hmm. Casualties there. Precision Königsberg again. Like 90% this is a replay turn because of a game crash at a very not great moment. Please make it. Please don't crash. Okay, we did crash. Save the game. Okay. Yeah, so you're sitting there looking at me, so I'm not going to charge. We got 2 points off of battles. That's good. And we've taken PEX. Okay, let's look at the strategic situation. Central Powers, 25. Are they higher or lower? I don't actually remember. Okay. Yeah, I think the VPs are what happens if you don't manage to get the enemy to capitulate. 25 morale there. Aviation research. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Let's take a look at the... What's that about? There's something up here I should be looking at. Some dirigibles. The Tsar. Okay. Novi Sad was there. Yeah, that was the nice fight. 71,000 dead for only 20,000. Fantastic result, although we did lose one infantry division. Be nice to tell you how well ranked up they were, but okay, people getting blamed or congratulated for victories and or defeats. Okay. Okay. good there. Let's look a little bit. Let's hold right there. Uh-oh. Wait, where are you? With the 5th Army. That's weird. I don't see Nikolai Nikolaievич's portrait right there. But he's here. Cost 7 morale to get rid of him. Seniority's literally 1, and I think that's across like all forces. I don't even think that's just my own. Okay. Keep you there. So he dug in there. Yeah, because we can escape that way. Okay, you guys have taken that successfully. Yeah, 78 supply, 85 supply, 100, 38. Okay. Fix that. Which of you are actually active? Like only one of you is active. Okay, great. You know what? Maybe I bounce out of here. There. Thinking to knock him, because this isn't. You're fine. Honestly, I think we need to rail switchers from here and just around the entire way. To help with things. because like this is a full blown encirclement here at Dobrazin. I mean that both my rail lines are cut now. We've got Rennenkampf here. We've got Rennenkampf and some buddies here that hopefully can handle it. But I mean, like, if they can't, that's not good. You guys are here. Any good gas attacks? No. So we'll let Brusilov gear up again, and then probably take another fight there. You're holding out okay. You're fine. You're fine. Okay, there's a bunch of Italians there. Come on, Saxonburg. Oh, they've gone through Rosenheim now. Take a look here. They're across the Rhine to Baden. Baden. Festung Metz is being besieged. That should fall hopefully in a bit. Trier is under siege. And looks like their allies got slightly cut off in Frankfurt. Dusseldorf's under siege. They've now taken Dortmund and Munster. So, I mean, they can keep going. I mean, they can take Berlin at this rate. I gotta make sure I just don't throw a bunch of stuff in the east. How many conscripts are a fresh division? .48, so I could get like 2 divisions if I wanted. And if I did get 2 divisions, what would they be? Part of me's thinking like, where would I need to reinforce them? Is probably the best way to phrase it. So actually, probably the easiest thing to do is do Baltic troops, because we can railroad in here to support them. Yeah, and they've got good combat ability, so. Okay, we'll do that. See how Rennenkampf does here at Dobrazin. That's the major fight. We gotta stop that. Okay, Nikolai Nikolaevich is here. He's active. You know what? Let's go. Or do we have them backtrack and make sure we cure Dobrazin? I mean, are you a depot? You were a depot. Well, this will help save you. You know what? Let's just go for it. No, we can't get that this whole time. Nikolai Nikolaevich, we're going. Okay. Okay. You're not active, you're not active, you're not active. I'm trying to think, like, how good are you? Is it worth just taking a shot at you right here? No, we'll get that combat power back. So we got 2 divisions being formed. We can ship them in here. Chuck Caucasus. You're active, you're active. Hey, you're all active. Okay, let's go there. Take them all off that. You're there in 6 days. 6 days. 6 days. Keep the main Russian army, the Caucasus here, holding the front. But we're probably going to need to... They're going to need to win that fight. Then they're going to need to come over here and make sure Erevan is safe. Okay, bunch of people here sieging that down. Okay. Yeah, let's put some pressure here. Anything else? Ooh, this is probably going to be a big showdown. Okay. Once again, we're way up on the national morale, but we just don't have some disaster. We lose like half of our armies here. That would be a hell of a surprise for people that stuck through this, even though it looked like I was going to win gloriously. But not done until it's done. 25 morale. So they did something to get some morale back. But also, American war entry is definitely going past historical times because they're only at 86%. I think they come in at 100. So yeah, that's they're taking their sweet time here. Finally, we've got the economic aid and we've got the munitions aid to the Western Entente, not me. So that's good. But yep. Okay. Because the other thing too, if things just get desperate at Dobrzhin, I'll pull Brusilov and have him come over here and start reattaching things. I mean, I can't screw with that too much. Because Dobrzhin was my major depot, you know, on the western side of the Caucasus here. Or, excuse me, not the Caucasus, the Carpathians. And with that gone, that is seriously worrying. It looks like they're... You can't see it right here, but there was like 1,000-something stacks, so it looks like they're going for another assault on Warsaw, which, of course, I pray to God they do, because I could use those points. They are stacking up some units here around Ivanograd. Of course, this corps came from Ivanograd and needs to get back there, because, I mean, that's considerable. There's not that many troops in the corps and the armies are defending Ivanograd, all things considered. So I don't actually care if we hang on to Volgograd itself. Of course I would prefer to, but I care about just getting the national morale because we need that sudden death victory here. I want to, if possible, finish them off over the summer here. I mean, excuse me, the fall. Just because I don't want this dragging on, but I have to get this, my supply lines here reestablished. That's non-negotiable. Another option is I could take a run at that position, but I mean that's a decent sized stack there. And his cohesion's higher than mine, so he's been resting longer. So I might as well just let him rest up all the way. Let Brusilov rest up all the way because we will, make more incremental gains than they will. So, because Brusilov, when he's fully got his cohesions over 1,000, just his little army reserve stack alone, regardless of any of the corps under him. This is the first time I've raised 2 new infantry divisions in a long time, too, just because some of these fights I ended up losing infantry divisions, and we're going to need to put up a defense around Königsberg just so they don't keep running in. So, regrettably, those guys are going to be raw recruits, not veterans here, but that's what happens. When it comes to Grand Marshal Nikolai there, I mean, his stats aren't great. They're 3-1-1. But the fact is, at least it makes that army active and it gets that damn army going. Because that army's just been, I mean, we've had such bad luck with our armies around Cluj and, Transylvania and being activated. They just sit there, they take forever. I mean, that's been the most painful part, just not actually making any moves, not making any attacks, just sitting there and taking forever. So because of that, I threw him in there, and we can actually make some progress. So we'll see what happens there. The tanks are doing well, though. I mean, the tanks in that assault on that town, holy moly. We racked up 70,000 casualties, only took about 20 ourselves. Absolutely fantastic. So, let's see if the turn gets through, but that is concerning, losing Dobrzhin. I can't understate that. So we'll see if Rennenkampf, because now they've been marching several turns and moving quickly, so we'll see if Rennenkampf can turn the tide there by himself, or he needs Brusilov to go help. Okay, here's the turn resolution. Powerful part about the Central Powers is you've got the West and East divided. So even though there's two fronts, you can choose to just go on the defensive on the front and overload the other front. Which is quite powerful, especially because this is World War I and defense. Okay, still gonna do some nice big hits on that division. Actually, there's two divisions there, but. Yeah, see, they've got troops stacked up just north of there, north of Warsaw. That's a fantastic victory. Look at that, 10-1. And savaging a bunch of Hungarian units there. Now it's a 2200 stack, 2500 stack, just northwest of Warsaw. We'll see when they actually get their butt in gear and come after me. Oh, for a second I thought I took 37,000 casualties, and I'm like, oh my god, how was that so bad? Like, we should have been doing fantastic. And it wasn't. We're okay. Whew, no heart attack there. Took out 23,000 guys. Great. If they're still there, next turn we'll flip and attack them. That was really rough. I have to get that corps back to Volgograd, and that's it. Grand Grand Duke Nikolai. Battle of Volnograd's popping up. Are going to, probably. At least they're marching in. It'll burn some cohesion. Make another advance in. Nice. Hasn't even trenched all the way. Well, that was good. Fight. Oh, that was good. Okay. Yeah, they were walking with 40,000 guys after coming in with 140. That's powerful. Worried me though, a lot of these infantry divisions just got raked over the coals. Okay. They managed to do it. Should we worth some serious national morale points? Probably should have turned them on the attack there. That worked. Forced him onto the attack just like I wanted. Beautiful. Look at that. Those casualties. Took like nothing. Okay, never mind. That worked out exactly according to plan. Although now I need to follow it up, take them out. Save it. 5 from battles. Wow. -1 from return to a neutral value, which actually probably helps the Central Powers. Okay, so they lost 3, and maybe overall their change was a -3 because they're at 22. Western Entente's at 107, so they also did some good stuff. Central Powers combat power on land is down to 184. Western Entente's rising. Okay, that's good. United States, 87. Okay, we've gone as far as Munster. Sieging Bonn, sieging Coblenz, sieging Mainz. Still across the Rhine at Baden. So, Kaiserslautern got taken back, though, by the Germans here. Still, they've lost like all the Rhineland. I mean, that's no joke. Well, especially, if these guys can just keep driving, we'll see. We'll see where a big national morale fights took place at. Cars was worth a point, okay. Shut down 23 airplanes in the Upper Java, okay. Three points off of Volnograd. Yeah, that was fantastic. And then 1 point off Festung Lemberg, okay. out. Come here to save Chernovitz. Good, you too. 5 days. 3 days. Okay. Brennikov's not active. That's not good. Okay. We just have Brusilov come around and go Big Daddy on him. I think we do. I don't think we can risk it. Some Hungarian troops still in there. No one's active there. That's not good. Check the time. Okay, about 52. Keep defending that for now. See, the problem is I'm just kind of sputtering out of offensive power here. 2.7, they're up to 8.6 million. Whew. Okay, Germany's of course out-teching me a little bit on everything except for like tanks. Everything else, they're just a bit ahead. Okay, not wait until they start dropping American troops here, because they obviously have the advantage. They're sieging all these German towns. But Rheinmetall, artillery factory, good. So we'll see. It's quite a waste of Berlin, though, of course, because this is Berlin here. I mean, even their shortest route. So realistically, I think we'll probably need to win via fights long before then. Which is not surprising at all. Okay. Brusilov made that happen. Or excuse me, Nikolai Nikolaevich made that happen. So you're coming over there. Great. Inside the structure also. Why? Anyway. Nine days. 12 days. 8 days. Not going to be linked up like they should be, but... So we need to get this connected, because this is another rail route. Okay. Eight days coming through. It's not the route I want you to take, though. Yeah, go that way. Because here's the thing. If we can then trap them in here, that'll be our winning move. They've come in big time. So if we can trap them, that's it. I mean, that huge army going down is going to be colossal. In fact, you know what? It's going to be such a good move. We're going to try to make sure that happens. So back up. Okay, I want you to come that way. Because if you come this way, because basically we'll take the fight, they're going to have to retreat there. But if we can then seal off their entire avenue of retreat, they're done. fact, is there anybody else I can send there to help? Okay, so you two guys are actually free. So you... Okay. And you... Okay. Duncan falls back here. Watch that. Yeah. You're covered. So yeah, those guys will still hold that. Okay. You know what? Okay, you need a bit more time. Are you worth sending out? Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. Okay, probably not. Okay, so Austria's still holding the Trieste fort. Oh, look. There we go. There's the Italians taking Graz. Taking this place to need Salzburg, though, to get linked up. But Salzburg goes down. There goes some mines. More supply and money. Okay. Okay. Just taking a look. So yeah, we need to brace off to go down here and Kronstadt to crumble. Okay. Fact. Uh-oh. You know what? Is Vladimir Putin coming there? Or do we send some Romanians back to deal with that? Or actually, did we have you guys come crashing down here? Five days? Okay, so hold on. That'll open this up. You've got to defend there. You've got to defend there. Yeah, we'll open this up, so hopefully that Romanian High Command doesn't eat it. Okay. So you'll come over here, liberate that. You're working on that. Hell of a fight there. You're stuck with that. You don't even have any guys. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Maybe I will send those. Okay, gonna take a look at the situation. War production. Okay. That's not good. Stay funds 20 conscripts. It only costs 19 conscripts for normal Russians. So I guess that is one advantage of using the quote-unquote normal Russian troops. You don't need to worry quite as much about that. Because they're slightly cheaper. Conscripts. Clement Sao. Okay, Western alignment of France must be less than 50%. Alignment of France plus 20%. Western on top morale plus 10. Okay, well that's where they got their huge amount of morale from. Gotcha. Okay, save the turn. Just as a reminder, we've got Central Powers at 22. We're going to cut the video here and run the turn.